What's happening, guys? So it's the aftermath of the game against Chelsea, which was an absolute shambles because we drew 1-1 at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea, who had 10 men, and we had to come from 1-0 down. Yes, I said it. We had to come from 1-0 down to draw 1-1 at Stamford Bridge against 10-man Chelsea. So I'm going to make this quick. So let's talk about this. I'm sick of them sweatsuits and them corny hats. Let's talk about it.
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. That's what it is, a disgrace.
I don't know what was going on today, but we just were it all game. Nope. I don't know. The occasion might have got to us, but it's another top six side that we failed to beat this season. Again! Yeah. Make of it what you will. But yeah, I predicted a score draw for this game. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't have the subs that match, my accuracy. Yo, killing me with this! You know what I mean? I don't have a lot of people that sub to my channel because of my accuracy. I knew we weren't going to win this game. Deep down, I knew we weren't going to win this game, and I predicted 2-2. Yeah? And obviously, before the game, we then find out Saliba was injured. I don't want to hear any excuses, and I said that even at the start of the game, before the game started.
Facts.
But what the performance I saw out there, we only had a spell when we looked okay, and to the point where it looked like, we're going to score a couple more goals in. And that was just before we equalised and about a couple of minutes afterwards. And then we just went back to default settings. Yeah. Chelsea lost their best midfielder. Yeah. And they're coming up against title-chasing Arsenal. Managed to hold out for a draw. They went in front. They looked like they could have won that game. Now, we had a chance right at the end with Timber. I come to see the replay over and over again, and he actually prevents Gyökeres from getting a free header.
Just help me to understand why.
That would have been a 2-1 win. Timber he's been brilliant for us. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna overly criticize Timber because you can understand him going for the header. You know what I mean? But it wasn't a good day at the office today, right? And when it was 11v11, we weren't all that anyway. But for them to go down to 10 and then you're not taking advantage of it, basically. I mean, Arteta brought on the players needed to try and get over the line. You just, I don't know, just not working out. Saka got the assist today, but other than that, it was poor. And I reckon that he should have come off, and I reckon Jesus should have seen about about 5 minutes of the game at least. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and say Jesus should have come on at half-time, none of that shit. I'm not here to say none of that. But there would have been a point I'd have took Saka off, or kept him on the left and put Madueke on the left. That's, because it just didn't feel like anything was going to happen from him directly. But yeah, assist. I think that's on his anniversary as well. I think his last assist in the Premier League, something like that, was, or is it goal? No, it's assist. It was like a year ago today or something like that. Or something like that I heard. But this don't chat to me about Arsenal gonna win this, win that, and do this and do all that when I'm seeing that. Yeah, I wouldn't have took a draw in this game to begin with. Yeah, but when you look at it now, 11v11 at 1-1, I'd have still been pissed off, but not as pissed off. I'm more pissed off now because they had 10 men. Chelsea had 10 men. So they can sit with us at the table, technically. Yeah? We're only 5 points clear of Man City. Only 5 clear. Had a chance to pull further. And that's how we turned up. What did I say to you, man? What did I tell you, man, about us beating Bayern Munich might be the worst thing that we do this season because of the fans, because of the mindset, because of the club, the mentality. Yeah, and that's how we respond. We beat Bayern Munich and then we go to Stamford Bridge and struggle against 10 men Chelsea. But yeah, you had fans getting giddy, right? Yeah, saying we're gonna smoke these, man. 5-0, 3-0, all this shit. Yeah. But me, I put it to the score draw. Because I just knew. I've seen how we've been against teams in the top 6 this season so far. The pattern is still relatively the same as last season. It's almost like, you know, I'm the only person that can really see a certain pattern in this team. That's what it feels like. These man could have just proven me wrong and just go win this game, and it would have, you know. But yeah, we'll see how we go on. But that's back-to-back Premier League away draws against a team in the top 6. We are not beating Aston Villa. Yeah, that's another away fixture. We are not beating Aston Villa. I'm telling you that right now. 30th of November. Yeah, 30th of November. YG saying it. We are not beating Aston Villa based on what I'm seeing.
Whoa. Here I come. Oh, here I come. Oh.
Yeah. Never mind that we did all this at home and did this in the Champions League. I'm talking about away against a team in the top 6. I think Palace was the only one we beat when they were top 6 at that point. I think it was. Telling you. This not good enough. You're meant to be fighting for the league. And yeah.
You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious. You don't find that suspicious.
Honestly. There are 10 men. Chelsea fans giving it large. Oh, our players better than yours. Yeah. And then we go there and do that. Well, we know that Arteta they've got an excuse for should we fail this season. They've got an excuse already cooked up. Well, that period when we be sleeping and gotta be out, man, can help us. That's the latest excuse. So they got that cooked up. So we know Arteta will stay another few years based on that. You know what I mean? But I don't know, like, the tactics. I don't know what the players have been told, but to be struggling against 10 men like that, you know what I mean? The players need to be held accountable also. It's just not good enough. Just not good enough. How I can't take these man seriously. I can't. Oh, hell no. Because that's what they can give me. We beat Bayern Munich, and that's what they gave me in response. Shit! Good goal by Moreno. So far, he's a better striker than Gyökeres at this club on current form. Damn! On current form. I don't want to take too much away from Gyökeres because, you know, he got injured against Burnley. That's why he came off, and we haven't seen him since until today. And he did score in that game. But Moreno, he's been a bit more prolific than Gyökeres. I would start Moreno as our striker still. I'd still start him as our striker. I'm not taking anything away from Gyökeres, but we have to call a spade a spade. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with Saka holding bench in games. We've got Brentford on Wednesday. There's nothing wrong with Saka holding bench. Yeah? There's nothing wrong with that. We'll have to see what's happening with Saliba, how bad the injury is and whatever, and everything like that. We'll have to see. But yeah, it's just, yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna leave it there because I'm hungry and I'm hungry, and yeah, I'm not happy that this is how the weekend's ending. But we just better bounce back on Wednesday. And as we know, there's no excuse for this season. I have to get over the line. It's not the end of the world, but what's disgraceful is they had 10 men and we still performed pretty much the way we performed when they had 11. We made them feel like they didn't have 10 men, and that's the part that's sickening me. We made them feel like, oh well, it ain't that bad then. I mean, they ain't doing anything. You know what I mean?
Emotional damage.
Anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
Meet me in the car park, bro. Meet me in the car park.
Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.